Yo, I was just moving all this furniture. Oh, we back on another vid, man. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. I'm tired. I was just moving mad furniture. You probably seen it in the first clip. But anyway, today we talking about how I went from a lukewarm Christian to a man, as David said, chasing after God's heart. How that impacted my brand and everything. And just how I've been moving with that. So to start it off, you feel me? God. When did I get closer to God? How did I live my life? You feel me? Up until this point, I'm 18 years old. I'm gonna turn 19 this year, 2023. And it was just, I'm gonna just start from the beginning. You feel me? Like, I'm gonna just start from where it was relevant, because I feel like I always been a wise child, and that's not me like gloating my boat or anything. I always been a wise child and everything, and I always been like a distant kid, like in school, because school is the biggest part of our lives. So in school, I was the kid that had friends, but I didn't really connect with everybody. Like, how like nowadays people always post some corny quotes on the Instagram story. They always like, I'm a popular loner, trying to be cool. Like, I ain't seen it in a minute, but listen, I be watching y'all for real. It be so corny. But aside from that, one, I was never really on Instagram. Probably it wasn't until like last year where I was really on Instagram, because I got my brand and everything, so I started posting about it. But I always been distant from everybody. But the only reason I was always so distant is because I was more of a listener, less than the talker. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I listen to people more than I actually talk. And anybody that know me knows, like, yo, like I'm not the, unless I'm like real personal with you, and I'm talking like real personal with you. Even if that is I have to be in the mood too, because I'm a person who really, I talk to myself a lot, like, and I mean that, like, genuine. I talk to myself a lot, and I felt like that was the basis of me and God's relationship. Because then I realized, like, slowly, once I start, instead of talking to myself, I start talking to God, because I was always in church, and I always felt that spirit within me, because it was just like, I always knew I had to be different than everybody else. I couldn't do what everybody else was doing, simply because you realize when you're looking at people in school, you realize it's really a lot of like fake relationships. People who only hang out with each other just to hang out in school. It's people who only sit with certain groups so they don't look alone. They like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I was never that type. I couldn't deal with that. Like, I can't deal with anything that's like not genuine at the heart, because it's just like, why? I don't ask nobody for nothing, so I'm not asking anybody to be around me because I feel a certain way. I'm a person that lives life as it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm sitting by myself and I'm sitting by myself, I'm sitting by myself. But that's what helped me develop my relationship with the Lord, because it's like, now I know why. Because you have to separate yourself sometimes to sit back and reflect on yourself. And I spent a lot of time reflecting on myself. And I think that was like the biggest factor in me being any type of like way, like you said, in the way I am now, you feel me? Yeah, like I'm saying, like, so boom, I was like in school, the kind of kid that always sat back, I watched groups and everything. And then I got heavy into, I used to go to church all the time, but I didn't get heavy into my relationship with the Lord until I started going to this house church. It wasn't one of those big churches or nothing like that. It was a house church where it was like 8 of us. And our pastor, she used to be like real personal with us. Like, she would give us like numbers. We had to pick a number, and then that number would correlate to a word, which would correlate to the word that we were supposed to be, that basically the Lord wanted to tell us today. And so many times, I was like, yo, that literally just confirmed what I was thinking. And then I would go and pray on it. And then it would get confirmed even more, because I'm just like, yo, all this stuff, it's just piling together. Like, you see how the word is genuinely how a reflection of you. And I was like, okay, so she's saying it to me, but let me go pick up a Bible and let me go see. I pick up a Bible, I'm reading, I don't read, I'm not going to lie, I don't read every day. I try to, but it's that's just something I work on. So yeah, so I don't read every day, but when I did, I would always pray to receive a word before. And I always, every single time, the Lord would deliver a word, and he just made it more and more apparent to me that he was in my life, that he was watching over me. He was, you feel what I'm saying? Like, he was moving the strings behind the scenes. And that's what led to me being such a I'm a, like, you know, once again, I don't like told my own book, but a genuine person at heart. Like, you know, if you hang around me, bro, you gonna see in my face, it's like I'm all about being genuine. I don't do none of that. I don't peer pressure, none of that stuff. I never hung with groups. I don't smoke or drink. I never will. I used to hang around people that do it 24/7. I'll be at outings sometimes here and there. I never do it. 18, never smoked or drink. Not to say like I'm better than anybody, but this is because in my mind, I know what it is I want. I know how I want to move, and I know how I want to live my life. And you know, people can always look at you and be like, "Oh, you so boring. You only got one life to live." Exactly. So I'm a live it how I want to live it. You feel me? People correlate fun to getting drunk, getting high, especially in this generation, and it's bad, especially in this generation, because that's the only thing people do for fun. And when you see a lot of, and you see it a lot, and so much, you realize that sometimes this and this person, they only connect over when they getting high. That's not a genuine relationship, because if I take that away, if I take such and such away, and we don't connect no more, then was it a genuine relationship? And that's what I had with the Lord. He's a genuine God, he's a real God. Like, you feel me? Like, everything about him is authentic and genuine. He not loving me off a basis, and that's how I want to love other people. I don't want to love you off a circumstance, off a basis, off a, you know, because we do this. I was never that kind of person. So I had friends and stuff, but the same friend groups I got now is because we understand each other. We know how we move. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it's just like, you know, being real genuine. It's helped me with, like, you know, finding good relationships, you know, being in a good space where all I need in this life is God, and there's nothing else that holds me down to this earth. You feel me? And that's why I like to encourage all of my peers, because, you know, people get so jammed up in all this other stuff and all these other relationships and things that don't even matter, when at the end of the day, all you need is God. You know, Jesus is the way of life. You feel me? It's written on the back of my hoodies, and you feel me? It's always pray more in the morning, get down on your knees and pray. At night before you go to bed, get down on your knees and pray throughout the day, you know, just being thankful and stuff like that, because it's like that's just what's going to help you in life. And people always look at it so negative. Like, I'm not here to argue about, like, oh, God did science that, man. All I'm here to salvation, to get your life right, because that's all it's about. It's just about living life in the greatest way possible, you know, to get into the kingdom of heaven. And even if you don't believe in that kind of stuff, you know, Jesus is the way, man. And I'm going to forever preach that to y'all boys, because I love y'all and I want to see y'all do great things. And to the ladies, because I want y'all to honor yourselves, honor men, honor yourselves. You know, everybody just being great and being the best that they can be. But we do live in a time of, like, pride, where it's like people don't like being told about themselves. People don't like to be judged and stuff like that, because they feel like it's the easy route, when in reality, that's why you get jammed up, and at night you be overthinking. People fall like depression at an all-time high, because people think that the way they live is just how it's the easiest way, because the high moments, they think them high moments is peak. When they high and they at them parties, they think that's peak of life. My peak of life is when I know my peak of life is even when I go out to events, I just know who's watching over me. I can sit in my room and I know that I still got real people that love me. I still got God that love me. You feel me? Everything just genuine about my life. I'm appreciative of where I'm at now. You feel me? I never complain about my current situation. I like to pray to God for the days that he got me to where I'm at now. And I see that he works his ways, he do. So anyway, you feel me? That's just how I am. You feel me? I'm gonna let y'all know about me, because I'm real personal. I don't have anything to hide. I don't got no secrets, you feel me? I'm a real, just out there person, because anything, why would I hide it from y'all? You feel me? I can't hide nothing from God, so I don't care to hide it from y'all, man. You know, it is what it is. Life is. It is what it is. You gotta take your obstacles and walk with it. People are like, oh, but then everything falls down on you. Bro, what are you talking about? No, it don't. Everything is put behind me. And even if I was to turn around, you look back at it and you go, look what made me, because look where you standing. You feel me? Everybody got a worse situation, so you just gotta be thankful for what you have. grateful, but that's just God, how he played on my mind and how he played on my life. But anyway, I'm going to be out. I'll be back with another video. Honestly, I might do a double upload this week. Y'all say a prayer for the week. You feel me? Thank God this morning. I love y'all boys. I'm gonna come back with another vid, probably about cooling. I know that's what y'all really here for. Y'all should be here to get the insight about the Lord, but it's alright. You feel me? Anyway, I'm gonna be out this joint, man. Love y'all boys. Females too. When I say boys, I'm talking about y'all. So, I'm out. So, we do this one more time though. Shabba!